Hi guys, welcome back to my another video. We are gonna talk about the Knights of the Round Table. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe and comment down below, and without wasting any time, let's start the video. Introduction. The Knights of the Round Table are legendary figures deeply entrenched in the folklore and mythology of King Arthur and the Camelot legend. These knights were the epitome of chivalry and heroism and played a central role in the Arthurian tales that have captivated imaginations for centuries. Historical and literary origins. The stories of King Arthur and his knights are rooted in a blend of history, mythology, and medieval romance. While there is no definitive historical evidence of King Arthur's existence, he is believed to have been a legendary British leader who defended the Britons against the invading Saxons in the late 5th and early 6th centuries. The earliest mentions of Arthur can be found in works such as the Historia Brittonum and the writings of the Welsh monk Nennius. The more elaborate tales of Arthur, his knights, and the Round Table, however, emerged in medieval literature, particularly during the High Middle Ages. It was in this period that authors like Geoffrey of Monmouth, Chrétien de Troyes, Thomas Malory, and others began to shape the Arthurian legend into the form that is most familiar to us today. These literary works provided the foundation for the knights' stories and their famous Round Table. The Round Table, a symbol of equality and unity. The Round Table was a central symbol in the Arthurian legends. It represented equality and unity among the knights who sat at it. Unlike a rectangular or square table, the absence of a head or foot at a round table emphasized that no knight held a superior position. All were equal in rank and honor, promoting camaraderie and a sense of shared purpose. The number of knights. The number of knights at the Round Table varied in different versions of the Arthurian legends. While there was no fixed number, Arthurian stories typically featured around 12 to 25 knights. The most famous list of Arthur's knights comes from Sir Thomas Malory's Le Morte d'Arthur, which includes the names of 25 knights, although the list can vary in other sources. Prominent Knights of the Round Table. Several Knights of the Round Table became iconic figures in Arthurian legend. Their tales of valor, romance, and questing are central to the Arthurian canon. Here are some of the most notable knights. Sir Lancelot. Lancelot, often known as Sir Lancelot du Lac, Lancelot of the Lake, is arguably the most famous of the Round Table knights. He is celebrated for his incredible prowess in combat, unwavering loyalty to King Arthur, and a tragic love affair with Queen Guinevere. Lancelot's chivalry and honor made him a central character in many Arthurian stories. Sir Gawain. Sir Gawain is renowned for his chivalry and courage. He was one of King Arthur's nephews and was often portrayed as the embodiment of the ideal knight. His most famous adventure is the tale of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, where he faces a supernatural challenge with honor. Sir Percival. Percival, also known as Parzival in some versions, is one of the Grail Knights. He is often depicted as pure and naive. His quest for the Holy Grail is a central theme in Arthurian literature. He exemplifies the journey from innocence to wisdom. Sir Galahad. Sir Galahad is another prominent Grail Knight, known for his exceptional purity and piety. He is often depicted as the only knight worthy of achieving the Holy Grail. Galahad embodies the ideal of spiritual and moral perfection in the Arthurian world. Sir Tristan. Tristan, also known as Tristram, is celebrated for his romantic adventures and his tragic love affair with Isolde. He was a skilled knight and a tragic figure in Arthurian legend, often depicted as caught in a love triangle between Isolde and King Mark. Sir Bors. Sir Bors, also known as Bors the Younger, was one of the knights who participated in the quest for the Holy Grail. He is known for his unwavering dedication to the quest and his strong sense of piety. Sir Gawain. Sir Gawain is another knight of the Round Table who played a prominent role in Arthurian stories. He was often portrayed as brave and honorable, and his adventures showcased the ideals of chivalry. Sir Kay. Sir Kay, known as Arthur's foster brother, was a loyal and capable knight who served as Arthur's seneschal. He played a significant role in Arthur's court and various quests. Sir Bedivere. Sir Bedivere was one of Arthur's earliest companions and played a crucial role in the story of King Arthur's final battle at Camlan and the return of the sword Excalibur to the Lady of the Lake. Sir Lamorak. Lamorak was known for his strength and courage in battle. His adventures often involved conflicts and challenges that tested his mettle as a knight. Knightly virtues and chivalry. The Knights of the Round Table were guided by a strict code of chivalry, which included a set of virtues and principles they were expected to uphold. These virtues included loyalty. Knights were expected to be loyal to their king, fellow knights, and the code of chivalry. Courage. Bravery in the face of danger was a fundamental virtue of a knight. They were often required to protect their king and kingdom. Honor. Knights were expected to act with honor and maintain their reputation as honorable warriors. Generosity. They were encouraged to be generous and charitable, especially to those in need. Courtesy, politeness and respect were essential in the knightly code. Piety. Knights were expected to be devout Christians, often engaging in quests of a religious nature, such as the quest for the Holy Grail. Humility. Despite their prowess, knights were expected to be humble and not boastful. Justice. Upholding justice and defending the weak were vital aspects of a knight's duty. Largesse. The sharing of wealth and bounty was seen as virtuous, especially in the context of hospitality. Quests and adventures. The Knights of the Round Table were frequently involved in quests, adventures, and battles that tested their mettle and demonstrated their commitment to chivalry. Some of the most famous quests and adventures associated with the knights include the quest for the Holy Grail. This is perhaps the most famous quest in Arthurian legend. Knights like Sir Galahad, Sir Percival, and Sir Bors embarked on a spiritual journey to find the Holy Grail, the legendary cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper. The quest symbolized the knight's spiritual purity and devotion. The quest for the sword in the stone. This quest established Arthur as the rightful king of Britain. Only he could draw the sword Excalibur from the stone, a feat that proved his divine right to rule. The Green Knight's challenge. In the story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, Sir Gawain accepts a challenge from a mysterious Green Knight who offers to let Gawain strike him with an axe. The challenge leads to a series of adventures, testing Gawain's honor and courage. The Siege Perilous. The Siege Perilous was an empty seat at the Round Table reserved for the knight destined to find the Holy Grail. Only the purest knight could sit in this seat. The Knight with Two Swords. In some versions of the legend, the Lady of the Lake presents King Arthur with the sword Excalibur, and later, a different sword called Clarent. These swords symbolize different aspects of his reign and were integral to his story. The quest for the shield of Joseph of Arimathea. Another Grail-related quest involved knights seeking the shield of Joseph of Arimathea, which had miraculous properties and was connected to the Grail. The Battle of Camlan. This was the final battle of King Arthur, where he faced his treacherous nephew Mordred. Many knights, including Sir Bedivere, were involved in this battle, which marked the downfall of Arthur's kingdom. The Fall of Camelot. The tales of King Arthur and his knights often end with the fall of Camelot, a tragic and poignant conclusion to the Arthurian legend. The downfall of Camelot is typically attributed to a combination of factors, including the affair of Lancelot and Guinevere. The love affair between Sir Lancelot and Queen Guinevere was a source of tension and division within the Round Table, ultimately leading to strife and the weakening of Arthur's kingdom. Mordred's betrayal. Mordred, Arthur's illegitimate son, conspired against his father and sought to usurp the throne. This treachery led to the fateful Battle of Camlan. The quest for the Holy Grail. The quest for the Holy Grail took several knights away from Camelot, leaving the kingdom vulnerable to internal and external threats. The downfall of chivalry. As ideals of chivalry eroded and infighting among the knights increased, the strength and unity of the Round Table waned. The fall of Camelot and King Arthur's eventual departure to Avalon, a mystical island, represent the end of an era of idealized knighthood and the fading of a golden age in Arthurian legend. The enduring legacy. the Knights of the Round Table have left an indelible mark on literature, art, and popular culture. Their stories continue to be retold and reimagined in various forms, from classic literature to modern adaptations in books, movies, and television series. The Arthurian legend's enduring appeal lies in its themes of honor, heroism, and the timeless struggle between good and evil. Whether it's the timeless romance of Lancelot and Guinevere, the heroism of Sir Galahad, or the chivalry of Sir Gawain, the Knights of the Round Table stand as enduring symbols of virtue and valor. They remain central figures in the rich tapestry of Arthurian mythology, inspiring countless generations with their legendary exploits and noble ideals. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video.